Epilogue. 4 years. It has now been a little over 4 years since my diagnosis. I've come a long way in those 4 years. Yet at times, I feel like I'm right back in those beginning stages battling fear and anxiety. The PTSD kicks in and I go through a slight mental breakdown. Usually this happens right around the time of my follow-up appointments with my oncologist. I start noticing every little thing that doesn't feel normal and make note of it so I can talk to him about it. Then I do the whole, "You're crazy, no you're not," talk in my head and try to convince myself that I'm just being silly. Yes, the mental game is still exhausting. I would say that 80% of the time I don't think about it. 80% of the time I am living life to the fullest, enjoying my second chance and thriving in my circumstances. But the remaining 20% of the time is spent trying to convince myself that I am healthy, that the new ache in my back is just a tweaked muscle, my IBS flare-up is just an IBS flare-up, my increased fatigue is just because I need more sleep, and so on. Every time I leave the doctor's office with a clean bill of health, I feel grateful, but I also feel a bit of trepidation. It's almost as though my anxious brain will not rest until one of those doctors tell me, "I'm sorry, the cancer is back." Man, I really, really, really despise what cancer has done to me mentally. I can take the physical changes, the scars. I love them. Every time I see them, they remind me that I did a really hard thing and I was given a second chance. The lack of estrogen. I will say that I mostly love this. I really love not having to deal with that time of the month physically. Although mentally, I feel like I still go through phantom PMS and still get a bit cranky, which is weird. One thing that I have not loved about the lack of estrogen is the development of melasma, or a darkening of my upper lip due to the hormone change in my body. In other words, I have a hairless mustache that won't go away. Sure, I'm probably the only one who notices it, but it still bugs me. I'll get over it though. But the mental changes, they are a challenge sometimes. Sigh. Cancer is blah. But I am alive. And it's so good to be alive. I will take the mental anguish, the weird pains that are probably just weird pains. I will even take the mustache because I have a great life. I know that there is a God who loves me and knows me. I know that whatever the next step is for me, I will be able to do it because I have His help and guidance. I know that I am here for a reason, and every single day I pray to know where God needs me, what He needs me to do, and who He needs me to help. I also have a pretty amazing network of family and friends who fill my life with joy and continue to love and support me through all of life's crazy adventures. 4 years. 4 years of taking life one day at a time. 4 years of living, loving, and growing. Yes, today is definitely a happy day, a day of celebration, and let's be honest, we'll probably include some chocolate in one form or another. Life is good, and I'm so happy to be living it. This was taken from a blog post written on August 19th, 2015 that you can find on DesiraeOgden.com.